for my stationery girlies and fellas. I'm not leaving y'all out. Oh, look what came today. I am so excited. So, grab some tea, some water. Let's get into my ecosystem, and then at the end we'll open up my cloth and paper system that I purchased, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna start with like my big notebooks because why not? So this little cutie, it's just a notebook. It's Green Room. Got it because it has the worms on there. I'm a worm farmer if you didn't know. So this I just use for like when I want to write on paper for my newsletter, for my business, and things like that. Now, I purchased this last year because, hold on. Okay, so I purchased the Remarkable 2 last year because I just felt like I'd be having a lot of notebooks and I thought that this would solve my issue, right? And it did. I found this really good planner on Etsy and I love it. It's great. But after purchasing this, I realized I really am a paper and pen kind of girl. And there's nothing wrong with that. So this year I intend to use the Remarkable for like downloaded PDFs, things of that nature. I did create a digital planner, or not planner. Yeah, my cat is going crazy. Hold on. So I did create a digital notebook that I put on here just for like if I'm at a conference or, you know, things that I don't want to necessarily waste paper, physical paper on. Boom. I am in the process of writing a book, and so this is my notebook for writing my book. Got my little outline. I'm ready to go. So all of my entries for my book will go in here throughout the year. And then we have, let's talk a little bit about the planner that I got. I got the Hobonichi original, and I just got what they had available on Amazon. I know Amazon is whack, but I wasn't paying $40 for shipping. I'm sorry. So I got the Hobonichi original, and I like it. It comes with all the things, the monthly, and then it also comes with the daily. Now, it does not come with the weekly, which I didn't realize until after the fact. I also got these cute little tabs on Amazon. And as you can see, I am a tall girl for my writing utensils. Love it. It also came with this little portfolio, which has pocket here, pocket in the back. Love it. It's nice and compact, so I can take it with me. I will be using, I have an app that also keeps track of like meetings, appointments, all the things. So I'll transfer it from here, and then every week I'll put it in my calendar digitally just so that I have it on hand on my phone. So this is my planner. It's going to go everywhere with me. And to solve the issue of not having a week's, because really all I use my week planner for is like my to-do list for the week, which is this. So I decided to get this cute little planner. Not planner, it's a notebook. And then I'll just put my to-do lists in here every week with notes so that I can write. Typically I have ideas and things like that come to me throughout the week, so that'll go on the back of that. And then I do have some stickers left over from a planner that I got at the beginning of last year. So I'm gonna use these up since I have a physical planner this year. And then for my journal, this is like my brain dump. I guess my brain dump, just like your everyday journaling. This is my journal. I typically go with a Moleskine, the original, the biggest size of Moleskine. But I decided to go with something a little different. This is the stone paper. Y'all, it is so smooth and you can feel like the weight of the paper. It's kind of cool, and it writes absolutely beautifully. My pens are great on it. So let's get into my pens because that's a whole nother thing. I'm gonna try to keep this under 10 minutes. First up for my pens, I have my cute little Chronic Overthinkers Club bag. And in here, I keep all of my Sharpie, my color fine point Sharpies. I typically like color with those. Sometimes I'll write. I usually just color with these or, yeah, color with those. And then I have these ones, the Papermate fine ones. These are great. These are what I use for journaling and like to create cuteness in my planner. And then in this bad boy, I have just a selection of like different pens. This is a Pilot pen, blue. I typically write in black. And then these I found on Amazon. Sorry about the glare, y'all, but these are really cool because they write really, really well. Smudging is not great, but they write well. But the smudging's not horrible, and they write excellently. About these is that they have a fidget on the clip, and instead of clicking, I can just fidget. So yeah, I got those, and I've been liking these, and price-wise, they are lovely compared to like Toll. Lastly, for our writing utensils, I have my highlighters. Highly suggest because they last forever. I've had these for years. All of my pens except for like the everyday writing pens. I go through those like water. But highlighters and all of my other like marker-esque type colorful pens, they last forever. So it's worth the investment if you're thinking about it. And then pencil, I don't really write a whole lot with pencil, but I love these Pentel pencils. This is a 1.3 size lead, which is really thick. So I'm not really sure why I like it, but I do. It's just really hard to find lead that size. So, but yes, that's what I use when I do use pencils, which is not often at all. So yeah, that is pretty much the gist of my journaling ecosystem. I have my planner, my actual journal, my weeklies vibe / to-do list for writing a book. Also, I got this at TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx. And then I have my digital vibe and just a regular notepad for writing newsletters and things like that. So yeah, if you want to check out my cloth and paper unboxing, head over to part 2 and we're gonna open it over there, okay?